Hello from Minsk. This is a podcast Pigeon of Peace where we do discuss awesome skills of troubleshooters. Watch, listen, and check the description below for the details. Let's talk about accusation and let's start with the definition.
Accusation is a statement or claim that someone or somebody was doing something wrong, illegal, or even improper. And it could be used in court, it could be used in corporate ethics, or it could be used in the within the contract when somebody breaks the rule or some thesis. It is an assertion of guilt or fault which can range from just something which is not recommended up to something which is broken or not providing, and you want, for example, recompensation for it. We have agreement about internet or electricity or water supply, and then it was interrupted for a very long period, and your grocery was drowned, or maybe something was happening with your business, and then you will say, okay, I have some fines to be paid to the third parties, but I also will claim accusation to the supplier because he was responsible for my losses.
And we probably will try to look at it from the both sides, and let's try with the defense. So in general, when you get something, what should be your behavior, how you should analyze like what exactly happened, how you should plan the next steps, in general, how you should, I would say, take the accusation that was pointed to your side.
Now I will need your help because I want to make an example, but I do not know some words to be translated. Several weeks ago, School of Troubleshooters get a claim from a company, Gileo Press, and this company claims that we were using in our articles about two geese statistics picture of Kaliningrad city, and this company give us a special letter and also copy of agreement that those photos are under protection, and they asked us some of the money, but we were reviewing this letter and also given an answer. First, this was just a single shot, so it was not a systematic. Second, we were not trying to use commercial advantage, so we were not making UTMs or campaigns or something like this, and not many views of the article and in the posts. Third, this photo is quite usual and has no value, художественное value, artistic value. And third, you are, as a company, making too many chords, like 3081. So you are trying to, and now I need your help, you are trying to make сутяжничество о злоупотребление правом.
Abuse of law.
You're trying to do abuse of law, and yes, maybe we'll go to court. It's quite a usual situation, but some companies just buy and write for the artistic pieces just to sue these claims, and it's quite often. Sometimes when you're working as a designer or a builder, constructor, you also would be claimed because you use not such a kind of paint, or maybe you will be sued for you use some another kind of material, but you should very attentively review, and you should have a lawyer and on a short leash. It's okay to say short leash?
Short leash is a good one.
Okay, because in our modern society, too many people now have a test for obligations, and they use them very often. There is even a joke. Middle sister of my wife living in San Francisco already more than for like 10 or 12 years, and he were telling a story which is funny one, but just for one side. One almost homeless person suddenly became a very rich one because he was beaten by the dog of the dentist. and he was eager to compensate everything and give a huge sum of the money. And this person even was able to buy a very cheap flat. And it is funny because if, to be honest, and if you go to court, maybe this sum would be lower, but this dentist want just to be a honored man, and he just made it from his side. But obligations in the court would be much cheaper.
And well, I probably will jump the gun to my next question, because what I was thinking, like, if we would think of ourselves, of the company, like of our business as a base with the different sectors that could be attacked, the moment we got a missile or like arrow or like bullet from the point that we did not consider, giving that, like the cost of dealing with this bullet, just basically bite it or, like pay off or whatever, it actually could reveal the sector. And now we, for example, let's say in this case, we'll know that, like we'll take more precautious when using different pictures, could also, like empower us. So how to look into your defense system, known and unknown parts, and how to make sure that, like it's always ready, or at least like a good percentage of readiness to whatever it's coming this way.
We know each other like for 5 years or something like this. So, I am just complete paranoid. And the reasons for this several. First, I was head of security, and I was responsible for staff, clients, and some assets. And second, I'm working as a troubleshooter. And when I summoned, usually it is something goes about problem. And even my wife, which lives with me like, I don't know, maybe 12 years, she also sometimes saying, come on, you do not need to read this. You do not need to pay for this. You do not need to think of this. But after 2-3 years, she would tell me, okay, I am lucky that you was dying such a stupid thing. So when you work with somebody, you should think about everything. If you make a friendship with your employee, you would be betrayed. If you will give equal shares to your partners and you will be 3 in the company, you will have a corporate conflict. If you will try to deal with your neighbors, at one point you will have a quarrel because they do not want to do something because of nothing. So you should behave as you are alone on the planet and you are responsible for everything. It is quite hard to be responsible for your health and for health of other people. But from other point, you could make guarantees by transferring them to insurance company. For example, my flat is insurance, my car is insurance, my companies are insurance. And when something happens, people just start to shout each to other, but I just laugh. When I was in Germany, it was a good lesson for me. I was driving a car and suddenly I saw the car accident, and suddenly I saw just 2 people, they get out of the car, shake their hands, exchange business cards, and then just wait and talk and chat about each other, but no quarrel, no fighting, as I was seeing in Ukraine and Russia. And I was thinking, wow, so it's a payment not to be beaten.
Well, yeah, I think it's a well said and well done. And if we actually switch the side and we actually will look into someone who is just going to offend, what might be the strategy? And what I probably can't help but remember, one of the phrases that I've seen like in the movies, it's quite cheesy again, but they said like, okay, if you strike, make sure that, like it's like a deadly strike or whatever. Probably it's more like an epic and, like a, I would say popcorn-ish, but like if we want to accuse someone, first, like, how do we do that? And the second, which probably should go first, like, do we even need to do that?
You should consider like 4 legs of the chair: nature, context, proof, and result. Nature. If this was made unintentionally and by indirect actions, it one side. Second, it's about context. Was intent to harm you or harm your business or not? Third, it would be about proof. Could you explain to other people that you have enough accusation and you have enough right to be granted? So as a lawyer by one of the education, sometimes I know that I am I want to make accusation, but I couldn't because I have no proof.
And if, like, let's say we actually go ahead and do the accusation and, like there are different stages. So whether there is like, do we need to go ahead into the end, or we need to do the audit to make sure that, like it's not gonna give a damage to ourselves, maybe to the second party, because let's say we just want to say something on, like our charges are quite little, we don't want to destroy their business or whatever. And if there's also will be some sort of like a third parties that also could step in and like put the balance into different side.
When I was head of Alpha Bank, I hired the security company, and I told to all my subordinates, okay, you have now special cards, and put this number into your phone and make it on the fast run. I know it's correct to say fast dial, быстрый набор.
Speed dial. Yes.
Speed dial, thank you, speed dial. And everyone was so worried. Why we do it? Do we have like a radar attack or something like that? I say, no. If you will have some quarrels with neighbors or on the car parking lot or somewhere else, you never shout at any people, because you could be recorded, you could be provoked, and you a top manager of a huge financial institution. So just call to these companies. And after several cases, people come to me and they were saying, it's so funny. Okay, I play hockey, or maybe I managed to beat punchback as a boxer. But when those guys with car would arrive with uniform, with these machine guns, everyone step out, and it is quite impressive. So you do nothing, you say nothing, just press the button, and everything would be solved. It's cost like all gold of the world.
Well, yeah, sometimes one press of the button could actually resolve most of the problems. And we actually reviewed both sides of the accusation and how it could be helpful for you. Stay in peace.